Hi, welcome to Burn at Home. My name is Katie, and this is a 20-minute twist flow. This class is great to do standalone. It would be awesome after my 10-minute sun salutation class. It would be really awesome after like a slide class or a run, something to get your heart rate up a little bit. And if 20 minutes is all you got, I totally get it. This is great on its own. So, yoga mat, obviously. Having a towel is great just for any slipping and sliding or sweat. And water, as always. Blocks are super helpful. And if you don't have them, it's totally fine. You can use like a big book or just bend your knees to get closer to the ground whenever the time comes. No worries. So, we are going to begin in child's pose. So take your knees a little bit wider than your hips and bring your big toes together to touch. You're just going to lower your head to the floor and reach your arms out really long in front of you. Take a big stretch through your side bodies. This is a great time to just take a couple big breaths and drop off anything from your day that has been less than ideal. And just exhale it out through your mouth. So to prime these twists today, we're just going to do a gentle twist and also a shoulder opener. So you're going to thread your left arm underneath your right arm, bring your left shoulder down to the floor. And if it's comfortable for you, you can just bring your head down to the floor too. I like to kind of interlace my hands together and use that traction to twist through the upper back. And you find a point of focus to set your eyes. We call that drishti. Or you can close them. You can take one more big breath here. Use your exhale to pull the belly up and twist a little deeper. Good. And you're just going to come back through the other way. Back through center. This time the right arm twists underneath. Bring the right shoulder to the floor. You can tent your fingers for a little traction or just grab your hands. Love yourself. These first few poses, this isn't about like developing sweat or killing yourself. This is just about feeling really good on the floor. One more big breath into the upper back. Deepen the twist. Sweet. Come through hands and knees. And then you're going to push back to downward facing dog. So the most important thing in downward facing dog is that this is your place to set your foundation. So your hands and feet, you get really steady. The more that you push down into the mat, the lighter that you'll become. You can bend both knees if you need a little juice in the hamstrings, especially if you've been doing something cardiovascular or like a hard weightlifting workout before this. You just soften the knees, pull up through the pit of the belly, lift up and back through the hips. Good. Bring the feet together here. And you're going to send the right leg up to the sky. Take a big breath in, stretch through the right foot, spread the toes, active feet, active hands. And then you pull your knee to your nose. Step forward. You're going to bring your back knee to the floor this time. And this is up to you. You can leave your toes tucked in the back, or you can release the foot all the way down. I kind of like to let it go, stretch the ankle a little bit. And then you're just going to take a gentle twist towards your right knee. Listen for your own breath. You can probably hear mine too. You press down through the top of the knee, draw the shoulder away from your ear, and then the twist is really coming from like your middle back. So feel your ribs pull in toward each other and spin the center of the chest towards the knee. That feels really good. Take one more breath. Belly in. Good. Step forward. I love to use blocks for this just to get a little ease. And then you're gonna forward fold just for a couple of minutes to get juicy in the hamstrings. Bend the knees as much as you need to be able to connect your belly and thighs. So it would be better to bend the knees and get that extra connection than to like straighten the legs and have your back around, okay? Hang here. My middle back just gave me a little crack. It's really nice. Yeah, one more breath. Good. Drop the hands, bring your feet together. You're going to take a halfway lift to just lengthen your spine. And then forward fold. Stand all the way up. So you press down through the feet, reach up through your arms and your eyes up. And then swan dive over your legs. Drop your head at the very bottom, bend the knees. Take a halfway lift. Step back to your plank. Let's hold this for 3 breaths just to build a little bit of heat. So you got your feet hip width apart. You got your hands right underneath your shoulders. Press through your hands. You can feel my body is starting to shake a little bit. That's good. We're all just human. Take one more breath. Pitch forward. Lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. And here we're going to do a couple of cobra push-ups. In spine twisting, you want to get good spinal mobility. So press down through your hands. And you're just going to lift up, not even all the way. My elbows are like 2 inches off the floor. Lift through your chest. Use your exhale to lower. 2 more times like that. Breath in. Lead with the heart. Breath out. One more like that. Breathe in. Maybe a little higher. And then breathe out. You can touch your head all the way to the floor if you're not wearing a Britney microphone like I am. And then press back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Clear that breath out. I'm going to do the left side. Feet together. Left leg to the sky. Big reach. Draw it into your nose. Step forward. Kind of snuggle some space between your legs. Drop the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Twist to the left. Be patient with yourself if your 2 sides are different. It's very normal. We're all different. One more breath. Good. You're going to step forward. You can use blocks or not. Feet together. Halfway lift. Keep your neck long here so you're not looking forward and craning it. You got nice length. Fold with the top of the head. Rise up through your feet, through your hands. Fold over your legs. Halfway lift. Step back to plank again, just for 1 breath this time. Lower through chaturanga, or you can go all the way to the floor to modify. Flip your toes, come to up dog. Lengthen your ankles here. So you're like fanning through my toes and pulling forward to lift up and out. Pull it back to down dog. Take a big breath in. Clear that breath out. Look to the top of your mat and step or hop. I'm going to step. Take a halfway lift again. Fold down over your legs. I've got my big toes touching, heels a little gapped. I'm going to sit all the way back into chair pose. Get a little spicy here. So you want your weight to be as far back as you can get it. So you're sitting really far into your heels. You've got deep hip creases, kind of like a deadlift. That same kind of pinching back through the hips is really healthy. Spine super long. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to twist here. So you're going to hook your left elbow to your right knee. And then bring your hands together and pull your chest up towards your thumbs. Try to get both of your hips in the same line. You can kind of look at your feet and tilt yourself back. And then resist that with your chest. Twist up. Kind of hard to talk and do this at the same time. Come back through chair. Hands to your heart. You sit back again. Twist the other way. I'm from Houston, and so is Beyonce. And the famous story is that her dad used to make her and the other girls in Destiny's Child like run and sing at the same time, get their cardio on. Glad I don't have to do that. All right, come back to center. Big breath in, squeeze your butt, let it feel good, and then let it go, forward fold. Whew. Separate your feet, shake your butt a little bit, shake your head, take a halfway lift. You're gonna step back and we'll do a vinyasa. Chaturanga on the knees, all the way to the floor, however you wanna do it. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. This is your grounding place. Ground through your hands, ground through your feet. Send the right leg up and back. Draw the knee to the nose, step forward. Rise to crescent lunge this time. So whoop, on the back foot, rise all the way up. On the toes of the back foot, see? You're gonna lengthen up through the back leg, through the back ankle. Lower until your knee is on top of your ankle. Grab your hands together at your heart. Twist again, left elbow over the right knee. I like to make a fist with my top hand sometimes. A little easier on the wrist. You can get some good twisting traction. Breathe here. One more big breath. Drop your back heel. You're gonna open all the way up, back and around to warrior two. I'm lining up my right heel with my left heel. So the heels are in line. Right knee over the ankle. That's always important. And then I'm pulling back through my right glute, up through the front of the pelvis, up and out through the fingertips. Big breath. Reverse your warrior. You're just gonna reach back with the right hand. Keep the right leg where it is. Oh, and then all the way down to the floor, vinyasa. Breath in. Breath out, down dog. Breathe in here. Breathe out here. Left leg up and back. Draw the knee to the nose. Step between your thumbs. You're coming up to crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot. Rise all the way up. Settle in. Set your eyes, 1 point, drishti. Hands to your heart. Twist the other way. 3 breaths, maybe 4. Give yourself enough time to land in your feet and feel the twist kind of affecting the internal organs. Let it feel good to compress your gut a little bit. You're moving stuff around, it's good. Good, warrior two. All the way up, back and around, heel comes down. Heels in line. Front of the pelvis, up. And you're kind of proud through the chest, really tall. Take it up and back. All the way down to the floor, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. All right, so we've twisted a little bit. I'm feeling a little sweaty. I hope you are too. We're gonna take it up a notch just a little bit. Bring your feet together. Send the right leg up and back. This time you're gonna bend the knee stack and open the hip, and then let it keep opening until you flip your dog all the way over. Both feet down, lift up through the hips. Flip it all the way back over, 3-legged dog. Draw your knee back to your nose. You're gonna step straight to warrior two this time. Open up. Take it up and back, reverse warrior. You've been here before. This time you're coming to triangle pose. I'm gonna grab a block for this. So in triangle, you're straightening your front leg, but a teeny micro bend in that front knee. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. A block is helpful so that you don't compress the right side to touch the floor, and also so that you don't press into your shin and hyperextend this knee. So we're creating length and lift. One more breath. From here, you're gonna fold over the right leg for pyramid pose. Hop that back foot in just a little bit. Another great place to use blocks if your hamstrings are a little bit tight. You're going to fold over this right leg. You're turning your belly over it just a little bit. Feels really good to me. Hopefully to you too. Go, one more breath. Fold in a little deeper. All right, and then this is the big twist. You ready? Take that halfway lift again. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. I'm gonna go a little higher on this block even, and we're gonna twist the right arm up to the sky, triangle twist. Woo! I think I just spit a little. Ooh. Take a breath in. Ooh, I'm gonna put my hand on my sacrum to steady myself and twist just a little bit deeper on the breath out. So good. This is the treat after that hard work. You're going to walk your left foot over, your right foot to the left side of the mat. Snuggle your right knee down to the floor. Scoot the back leg back. You're in half pigeon. You can stay lifted up like this, or you can keep your chest super long and fold over that right leg. It feels really good. If you've got any pain in your right knee here, you can always bend the back knee and kind of roll to the outside of the right hip. It'll be a little gentler on that front leg. I'm gonna go ahead and get the full shebang. From here, we're gonna go back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Going to the left side. Left leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack and open the hip, flip your dog. Don't be scared. Especially if you're at home, it's like the best place to just try things. No one's there to see but you. Maybe. Step forward, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. You're gonna cut that left hip back and land in triangle on the left side. I'm gonna stretch for my block. Eyes to the top hand. Take that top hand forward and fold into pyramid right over the left leg. I'm gonna use 2 blocks under my hands. Y'all, there's no shame in this block life. All it's doing is bringing the floor a little bit closer to you so that you can breathe into the areas you're opening without straining them. I'm gonna let myself go just a little bit deeper just to get ready for that twist. Lengthening my spine. You wanna keep this length all the way up through both side bodies as you twist. Right hand down, left arm up. If this feels crazy to you, that's okay. It's a really hard pose. It's like universally kind of hate-loved in the yoga world. You can bend both knees if that gives you the juice that you need to be able to stay. I like a hand back on the sacrum. My shoulders are a little bit tight. If you want to like go for it, send the left arm to the sky, you do you. One more breath. Ooh, all right, half pigeon. So again, you're walking that left foot over to the right side of the mat. Gently walk the right leg back so that you can snuggle yourself down. You want your knee roughly in line with your hip. Your left foot as far away from your groin as you can get it without straining yourself. And get up and proud through the chest, and then lead with it to fold. And this is a great moment to surrender anything from this practice that just made you feel any way other than the way that you want to feel today. You get to decide. You get to decide when to reset. One more breath here. Let it go. But I'm gonna walk myself back up. This time I'm rolling out onto my outer left hip. I'm gonna swing that right leg forward. If you're finished with exercising for the day, this is a great time to just lay down on your back and take a couple of moments in Shavasana. If you are going on to more things, maybe a slide, maybe another yoga class, namaste. We'll see you soon.